Welcome back, guys. In this quick video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build your own solder fume extractor for only a few dollars. And starting with the components we need for this project, in the bottom right hand corner, you can see a 120 millimeter computer fan. Now, you might have one of these lying around, or you can pick one up for a few dollars or salvage one from an old computer. And if you look very closely at the label, you should be able to see what the rating is. This one is rated for 24 volts at 200 milliamps. And therefore, you're going to need a wall adapter or some way of powering this thing. Wall adapters convert AC electricity into DC electricity, which is perfect for these computer fans. And you'll also see the rating on this one here. So this one's rated for 24 volts at 1 amp, and it's perfect to power this. It should provide more than enough current, and the voltage rating matches. Now, if you have something that you can't find a perfect match for, just make sure it can drive enough current. I wouldn't recommend going with a higher voltage. You'll probably burn out the little motor in there, but something of lower voltage should still power it, just a little bit slower. And in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll find a carbon filter, and it should be proportional to the fan that you're using. But if you can't find an exact match, that's okay. Just don't go too big or too small. In the top left-hand corner is a 3D printed enclosure for this project. I'll put the files up for this particular one on Thingiverse, and I'll link that in the description down below. So if you want to check it out, check the description down below. And lastly, you're going to need a few screws. These screws here must be long enough to pass through your fan and provide some extra thread out the other side to grip into the enclosure to, of course, fasten this to the enclosure. So that being said, let's get started. We only have a few steps to complete the assembly. So the assembly is extremely easy. The first thing you're going to do is take your carbon filter and pop it into the groove on the 3D printed enclosure that I've provided. And you can see it fits in there nicely. It just sits inside, and that's all there is to it. The next thing you need to do is, of course, connect your fan to your wall adapter. And I've already gone ahead and soldered the positive wires together and the negative wires together, and I finished it with some heat shrink tubing to prevent any sort of future short circuits. If you guys really want to get fancy, you can of course add an inline switch so you can leave it plugged in and switch it on and off. In this case, I just have to remove the adapter from the wall in order to turn it off. The last thing you need to do is flip over your enclosure and of course screw your fan onto your enclosure using the 4 screws that I mentioned earlier. So of course we can just drop those in and start screwing them in. And so once your 4 screws are in place, that's it, you're done. You've assembled this thing in a matter of minutes and you've built yourself a solder fume extractor. One last thing to note is pay attention to the direction that the blades are spinning and the airflow is moving. You want the airflow to be sucking through the carbon filter and not blowing out, because of course you want to suck your solder fumes through the carbon filter and trap them inside. Some fans have an arrow somewhere on the fan body itself indicating which direction the airflow is moving, but if not, you may have to flip your fan around and put it on in the other direction. So that's it, guys. Happy soldering. Be sure to enjoy that fresh air and leave any comments down below if you have any questions.